John Hart is getting ready to fly back home to Wichita, Kansas, after a Thanksgiving in Vancouver with his family.
I hadn't had that kind of Thanksgiving, and I don't even know how many years it was. It was the best Thanksgiving I've had in forever.
And that's because this celebration was nearly 60 years in the making.
It's divine intervention, that's all I can say.
John always knew he was adopted and loved his parents dearly. When they both passed away in 1987, he started looking for biological family. But finding his way there was a bumpy road.
It's just one wall after the other.
He paid a company to search for his biological mother. After spending thousands of dollars without any leads, he eventually turned to Ancestry.com. He found a match for a close relative, but it turned into another dead end.
It just seemed that every time I tried to do something, there was always a stop.
Little did he know, his biological mother, Rosie, was looking for him all along. In 1963, Rosie was just 17 years old when she was raped and became pregnant.
At that time, if a girl got pregnant, it was her fault, no matter what the circumstances were. So she said, "We can't have this. We have to hide this."
Her mother took her away to have the baby in secret.
When I gave him up, I thought, how do you explain to a child who doesn't understand language at this point that it's out of your hands, out of your control? And so I gave him up.
Life continued to move forward for Rosie. She went on to get married and raise two children, Steve and Julie. But the son she gave up never left her mind.
I wanted to find him because I needed to tell him that in my heart, I always did love him. And that it was out of my control that I could not have him.
Rosie turned to Ancestry.com, where she found a match. She reached out, but John never got the message.
All this time, we're talking 57 years.
Finally, a month ago, a break. That close relative John found on Ancestry.com told the family about his message. That's when Rosie opened up about her past. She had a son that she'd given up. The family got to work on social media, and within days, the mystery was solved. Mom and son had found each other.
57 years of her looking for me, and 30 years for myself to have all this come through my children. It was more that I could do. It was very overwhelming.
John flew into PDX this week for a very emotional reunion.
It's like the puzzle. There's all these pieces of puzzle out there that have finally started to be put together, and him coming through the airport and me seeing him, it was like the last piece of the puzzle had fallen in place. It was just meant to be.
The way that they welcomed me and have accepted me and loved me, it's more than any one man deserves. A second chance at love and life.
Oh my goodness.
An amazing family, and their connection was just wonderful to be around. Now, John and his newfound family, they've been taking in the sights during his visit. They were even spending some time at the casino.
Mom.
They didn't win, but they said they had a blast. But really, Maggie, they've just been spending time talking together because they've been trying to make up for all that lost time.
Said they have a lot to talk about, and I know you said he flies out tomorrow. But you also told me before the show that his flight here was really cool.
Yeah, it was. So they, through a family friend, managed to get him a flight on Alaska Airlines, but it was on standby.
Yeah.
Almost missed that flight. But when an Alaska Airlines worker heard him talking about his story, she was so moved, she got him on the flight and even bumped him up to first class.
Oh my goodness.
So this isn't just a happy ending to a story. This is actually just the beginning of a brand new chapter.
A new beautiful chapter in their lives.
Exactly.
All right, Brittany, great story and so happy for them. Thank you so much.